morning, everybody. How are we doing today? I have a very special guest today. We have Abril.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. I'm glad. Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes. This is your first ever podcast or anything that you've done? Yeah. Oh, yay. I love that.
I'm not I'm not like the best at explaining.
Yeah.
things.
Oh, you're fine. Neither am I.
I'm so nervous because I'm I don't know how I'm gonna respond.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine. Okay, so I did ask on my Instagram if you guys wanted to ask any questions for Abril. So we'll just jump on those and then we'll just go from there. So one of the things, of course, do you kind of want to introduce yourself a little?
Yeah.
That probably would help. I'm let me just jump in. I'm wait a minute.
Who is she?
Yeah, literally.
My name's Abril, and I guess I would be considered a fitness influencer, but I mostly am a personal trainer, and that's what I do is train people and get people the results. And I'm also a wellness competitor in bodybuilding, and I recently got my pro card 2 months ago, so I'll be competing in a pro show in September, so I'm getting ready for that. But that's what I do is fitness, everything fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How awesome. What got you into fitness?
Honestly,
have you always been into fitness, or was it recently?
I feel I've always been into fitness because I used to be a track runner and a long distance runner in high school, and my mom would put my sister on a lot of fad diets, and I feel so bad for her because I'm it affected me, so I don't know how it affected her because she was the one on those diets, and I know my mom meant well, but it was just I had no information about anything, so I always try to be active and try to be healthy and stuff because I was scared of gaining weight because of how I grew up. But yeah, I loved running. It's literally what got me through all of my mental dip downs and stuff, and but all I knew was how to run, so I didn't know anything when it came to working out. So in 2020 when COVID happened, that's when I said, I'm tired of feeling uncomfortable. I'm tired of not knowing, and so I started working out, and I bought a program and I did it at home, and then I was as soon as gym's open, I'm gonna go for it, and I did. And
then just went from there.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd be competing as a bodybuilder or anything. I was just
you didn't think it was gonna get that far?
No, I was just I just want to go to the gym and just feel good,
feel muscle and stuff,
and, grow my glutes, and that was it.
Yeah. You're I just want a fat ass and a skinny waist. Yeah,
pretty much.
And now here we are.
Yeah. I'm it still didn't sink in till probably last month that I was oh shit, I just did a bodybuilding show. I did that.
That takes a lot of discipline.
Sink in.
Yeah.
I was just I can't believe I can call myself a competitor. I don't know. It's just it's still
have an official title to it.
Yeah. So it's still crazy for me because it just started I'm just gonna go to the gym and
now you're competing, you got a pro card and stuff.
Yeah. So it's just really crazy how.
Did you think of competing last minute, or were you debating about it and you finally just were if I don't do it now, I won't?
So I was debating on it because when I was younger, I did have a lot of issues with food, and I was scared to fall back in that mindset of being afraid to eat, or restricting
yourself.
Yeah, so that's what I was scared of, was the restriction. And even during prep, I was just this isn't for me,
yeah.
And I once I got closer to 6 weeks out, I was just I should just stop.
Yeah,
because it just felt it was a lot in that subject.
Because at that time you're not eating right. You're eating very bland
it was
stuff.
Very restrictive because they need you to look a certain way for the show.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was scared of. And so that's why I didn't want to do it to begin with, was the whole like food situation. But once I actually like did the show and I got back and I did like my reverse diet and I got back to normal, I was like, oh, it was just for that time.
Yeah.
And I know the facts. I know how like calories in, calories out. I know how it works.
Yeah.
I know what you need to eat, what you should and all of that. So I'm like, okay, if I know all that, I shouldn't be scared to like do it again, because I know that it's just for the sport. And although it does seem like extreme, it's like with anything, like with basketball or football, like all those players, like they go to the extreme to like be the best at what they do. So yeah, it was just kind of like, I was always like iffy about it, but people would always like tell me like, you should compete.
Yeah.
And I finally like gave in.
You're like, fuck it.
Let me just do it.
Yeah.
And I did it. And so I was like, okay.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, congratulations. I saw that. I was like, how awesome. What made you want to do wellness instead of like bikini and stuff? Because I feel like they're somewhat similar. I feel like to the naked eye, they seem very similar, but they're not. But what?
Well, like bikini is more, they call it like an X factor. So they want the proportions to kind of be like not one or the other like dominate. But with wellness, it's a lot of like, they want like a triangle. So they want your to be bottom heavy. So I've always had quads, and that was like something that I didn't like about myself, was my quads, because like when you're trying to build glutes, and it's like all about ratios. Like when you have big quads and they take over, then your glutes don't look as big compared to if somebody had like smaller legs and then their butt looks bigger. So I just never liked having like big quads, but that's like the division that I seem to like fall into. So I just said, you know what, like,
let me just stick to that one.
Let me just do it. And so that's what I did. Yeah.
And then you won. I love that. On your first show, that takes a lot.
I know. It was like very nerve wracking because my flight got delayed. And so I had to like, I didn't even think I was going to like make it to the show. Because it got like delayed by like 7 hours.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't even know.
Did you just have to like pretty much like rush there and be like, all right, I'm here? Or did you have some wiggle room? I got there
at midnight because we were supposed to sign in like the day before. Otherwise, you get disqualified.
Really?
Yeah, and you're supposed to get like your first set of tan the day before. And you're also supposed to do like a polygraph test because like the division I compete in is all natural, so we don't do drugs or anything. And so they need to test you for that. And so that was supposed to be done the day of. And I was supposed to arrive and do all of that, but I didn't. And so I like emailed everybody and I was like, hey, like my flight got delayed. And they were so like nice and let me like,
that's good.
We figured it out. But if it wasn't for that, I would have like not competed. But I got there like at midnight, and then I like slept for like 3 hours, and then I got up and started getting ready and stuff.
That's crazy.
That was really crazy.
That's a good thing that they let you, because I feel like other people would have been like, no, you didn't get here, suck, try next year. Because I feel like I see a lot of like in the movies, like they're always so mean, and so I feel like they're very like, you know, like, especially because natural, I feel like they're more strict, of course, because like you can be on drugs and stuff.
Yeah, you can.
Well, enhancing stuff. Not real drugs.
Pretty much.
There's a fine line between, Would you ever compete on the non-natural side, or do you want to stick to the natural side?
I think I would just stick to the natural side, because like I enjoy competing, but it's not that serious where I want to fuck up my body. And like, because it not only like changes you, but it like affects you in the future, like if you want to have kids, or if you want to, you know, like just, I don't know. I'm such like a natural person that I don't even like take ibuprofen unless like I really have to.
Oh shit! You're so like nothing at all. You're like, I'll just stick through the pain. We'll be fine.
But I mean, a lot of people, and that's like the scary part about bodybuilding, is that people will try to like persuade you to take drugs. And like no. Like I'm so like I'm set on whatever I want, so I know that I won't get persuaded. But like it sucks for people that do get persuaded really easily, because like it's just like it's really easy to just say, okay.
I feel because they're like, oh well, if they look like that and I want to look like that, why not?
Yeah, and I mean like each their own, but I don't know. I just that's not something that I like to like promote or
I know. I remember like months ago when I interviewed Tori, he was talking about how like in some you know you can use enhancing drugs or it's all natural, and I always thought all bodybuildings where like everyone was natural.
Oh really?
Yeah, I never thought, because I was like, well, that's kind of defeating the purpose of like using enhancing drugs. I'm like, isn't that kind of like cheating? But then I was just like, well, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know if it's just on my like my For You page, but like even girls and guys that that are just like working out just to work out, not even competing. They're like starting to like take that because they want to look like their favorite influencer,
because a lot of them do it, which is crazy, because I honestly thought it was like you just didn't do it, because it's like it's pretty much like cheating, because it not completely, but it helps you more than it should, you know. I don't know, I'm just like I feel like it takes more discipline to be natural, because I'm like, you literally cannot do it, like you have to like bust your ass to look like you want to look.
I mean, it still takes like a lot of work whether you are taking drugs, but it definitely like those drugs like help out, like like if you don't want to, because like when you're cutting, like it gets like you just crave everything, and it's like you crave like the strangest things. You're like worse than a pregnant woman.
You're like, I just want to eat whatever.
So it's just like they could take drugs to like suppress their appetite, or they could take drugs to like keep their muscle while they're not eating as much. Whereas if you're natural, like you just have to push yourself as hard as you can to try to maintain that muscle while you're cutting. So
that's crazy.
It's like I didn't know that till I started competing, until like people started like
telling you to use them.
And
you're like, no, I'm good.
And it's just like crazy, because it kind of like just shows like, I don't know, it just like put my like how I looked at things a little bit differently. So
because you would see it in a different way, and now you see what it really is.
Because like like we look at people and their pictures, and you're like, oh my gosh, goals. But it's like, well, that person's not natural. Like, don't compare yourself.
Or they start way different than what you are. Because I know I always compare it to myself, like the really skinny girls that like build a bunch of muscle. And then Tori's just like, bro, you have to look where they started. I'm like, okay, that's not the point. But it's true though. I'm just like, I just want to look like them.
It's so easy to compare. But you just gotta remind yourself, like, you have
their starting point was different. I'm like,
focus on you.
So when are you doing your pro card, you said?
So I just got my pro card in March, and then I'm gonna compete like in my first like pro show in September. So it's gonna be, I think I'm 16 or 15 and a half weeks out. So I'll start my prep in like 4 weeks.
So usually like 12.
We do 12 weeks of prep. Well, this time we're going to. So.
Do you get trained under somebody, or do you just do it like on your own?
I got a trainer just because like it, like you could train yourself, but
since it's the pro.
And like I want to like be my best, and like it's kind of like hard to like judge yourself, because either you'll be not hard on yourself, or you'll be too hard on yourself. Because it's just good to have like a different set of eyes to look at your progress and like what we need to change. And it's also good to like kind of push yourself, because like right now for me it feels like I'm eating a lot, and my coach is like, we gotta eat more.
You're like, I'm already eating enough.
So
you're like, alrighty. That works. Do you, when you start your prep, before that, when you're like off, do you like meal prep every night, or do you like meal prep for the week? Like realistically, what do you do?
It depends. So like right now that I'm not competing, since we are bulking, I'm pretty much eating like the same foods, unless like my coach said like I could have like a couple free meals, and so sometimes I'll do that, but so I don't have to like prep as much, and I also can do like food swaps, where like if I don't want like if I don't want like ground beef, I could have like salmon or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like super strict right now, but I do have to follow like a meal plan.
So it's not harder.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah, but I honestly like I just prep my meals. Like I do my like meal prep like only for like 2 days because I also work at a hospital.
Yeah.
So like I'll prep my meals for like the days that I work there, and then like the other days I'll just cook at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like that much like hard work. Yeah. But when I'm not like on prep, I'll just like eat whatever.
Yeah. I feel like that's the hardest part is eating right. Because I'm like, I can work out every day and do whatever, but when it comes to eating, I'm like, oh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Because like in high school, like I was like this skinny little thing because I was always in sports, but I ate whatever. So in my head, I was just like, oh, whatever. But then when I got older and I stopped doing sports and I kept eating whatever, I was like, yeah, I cannot do that. I was like, I need to learn how to eat better, but it's just so hard. Yeah. Especially for what I do for work, like sometimes I don't even have time to eat. So I'm like, I just have to shove food in my mouth and it's hard, or I'll forget my meal prep and so I have to order out. And yeah, that's the sucky part. But I need to learn, I need to discipline myself a little better and be like, I just need to eat it. Yeah. Even if it's cold, I'm like, at this point, I just gotta eat better. But yeah. Yeah.
And that's like the hard part, especially like when you have like a busy job and you're like when you're doing hair like back to back. Like it's hard to like, you know, put set time for yourself.
To be, Because I mean, I can eat during processing time, but sometimes I'll take like a haircut in between, or I'll do something in between, and I'm just like, it's just hard sometimes. I'm just like,
You gotta get it down so you can
I know, I do, because I'm super hard on myself with that. I'm just like, you're never gonna, like, I know I could look how I want to, but I just don't work hard enough, I guess, and I'm just like, it sucks, but I'm like, it's fine. So do you want to keep, so like you said, I mean, I do consider you an fitness influencer because, you know, most of your content is fitness and all that.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do that as like a full-time job, like completely just social media and fitness? Or would you want to still do something else?
No, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, a lot of people don't realize that, honestly, fitness influencing is like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just influencing in general, it's a lot, and I feel like it's not really like it's a hard job that can come in between like your relationships, like with friends or and stuff, just because like it just takes up like so much time, and you have to be online to like know what's like trending or like what people like, and it's just like hard to like keep up, and to me it seems unrealistic. But I guess that's like with any job, like if you're trying to like work really hard. But honestly, like when I started my page, I just posted because I knew that would keep me accountable for myself. Because I'm like, okay, if one person knows, like I'll feel like really awkward if I just stop. Because then, like, what if they ask me? Like,
they'll be like, "Why'd you stop?
How's it going with that?" Like, I don't like responding and be like, "Oh, I quit," you know. So for me, that's what kept me accountable. And like when I first started my page, I probably only had like 4 followers. And so I was just like, these 4 followers are gonna keep me accountable.
They're my ride or dies right now.
I'm just gonna like let them know what's going on, and you know, just a public diary. And then I just I used to be vegan, and so I would like always post like my recipes and stuff, and people would like just follow me, and so then I just like I was like, oh, like this is kind of cool that, you know, people like, because people message me and they'll be like you literally like changed my life, and it's just kind of cool to like help somebody, because I know that like when I wanted to start, like I didn't have anybody like pushing me or anybody that I like looked up to, so it's just kind of, then that's why like I just kept posting, but sometimes I like want to delete my page because it just feels like a lot.
I do feel like it's a lot, because not only do you have to work out, you have to record your workouts, and you have to think of like, oh, what should I record, what should I not, and if it doesn't look good, redo it. So you're like double working out at that point.
Which is like hard when you're like an athlete, because like it wouldn't be that big of a deal like back then, because I'm like, you know, whatever, like I'm just working out. And like when I did used to post, I would just like set up my phone however, like it didn't matter if my camera was blurry.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter. I would just
as long as it was recording something. Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna record and post this. But now I feel like everybody's like so advanced. Like they get like the most professional cameras.
Oh yeah.
And like the audio.
All good angles and everything.
And it's just like hard to keep up because I'm like, I need to focus on the quality of my workout. Yeah. And it's hard when I'm like recording and stuff. So I don't know. Like personally I don't think I would want to do it for like forever. Yeah. I would like to just like keep doing like my personal training, and just I'm working like on a new business that I want to start. Yeah. And hopefully that takes off like in a year and a half. But that's what I want to do. Is I want to be a businesswoman. Yeah. Yeah. So
just kind of keep it as a side, or just still, not like your main focus. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, hey guys, I'm alive.
Yeah. I'm still working out, but check out this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what I just because that's what I like realize is not take social media too seriously, because it's so easy to get caught up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
What was the one, like, was it like a random post or something that went viral and then like you got a bunch of followers, or did you just slowly started coming and stuff?
I think it was TikTok that like helped me the most, like grow my following. And again, like I wouldn't ever post thinking people would actually watch it. Yeah. But I would post it for myself or as motivation. And I used to post like my transformation, like where I started and like where I am now. And a couple of those videos on TikTok went viral. And that's when like I started to get like a lot of more traction on my page. And then like around like December, I was like, I just want to like beat all my PRs. And so I did, and I was like, I'm gonna like, I had a certain number on my weights that I wanted to reach. And then I was like, you know what, why don't I just make 10K followers like my goal? Yeah. And so I was just like being consistent with my posting, and I went from like 6,000 to like 13K or something. But then, like, after that, like, I felt very burnt out. And then
you had to post.
Yeah, and then I just felt like I wasn't, like, being, like, myself, where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to post this, you know? Yeah. I felt like it was, like, being, like, very, like...
You had to post it, if not, you're going to lose everything.
Yeah, and then I started to, like, focus on, like, the likes, and, like, I'm like, oh, my gosh, I have 13K followers, but the likes aren't matching. Like, why are people not looking at my stuff? And then that's when I was like, I just need to...
Take a break.
It doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm about my personal training. And so what matters is, like, if I can make an impact when it comes to working out or fitness, it doesn't matter if people like my stuff or not. Yeah. It matters, like, if I like it.
So, that's true.
So that's when I was like, I don't think this is the route that I want to go to.
Not like full on,
Yeah. So I just I'm like, whatever. If I post, I post. If I don't,
no.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah. But I feel like posting since like the beginning, it helped me like stay accountable. So that's why I keep like posting, because I feel like it helps me stay on track. Yeah. Yeah. But sorry, that was like a long answer.
You're fine. So I know you said you do a lot of personal training. Do you like train people as well, or do you just do your workouts, like your workout plans?
I train people online. So I do a lot of online training. I think that they said that at Gold's they might like let us rent, but I just don't do a lot of in-person training because of that reason, because you have to work for a gym if you want to train people in person. And I don't want to train people in a gym, because if I do train them in a gym, then I can't do the online. Yeah. So it's like
it's one or the other.
Yeah, one or the other. And so my goal is to like go full time with online training. So I'm like, well, I don't feel like the gym will take me further than what I want. But like online, I can, go full time and be making what I want to make. Yeah. And so.
Because you would pretty much keep most, like all of your money in a sense, instead of having to like get paid through the gym or something.
Yeah. And gyms like are so expensive. Like the amount they charge, and then like the amount that the trainers actually get paid. Is like ridiculous.
I bet. I know, because sometimes I've seen like just individual ones are like $80 or something, and that's just like one session a day, and I'm just like, it's crazy. And then, of course it depends on gyms, but I'm like, that's crazy.
I used to work at a Fort Collins one, and it like it was so annoying, like trying to like sign people up because I like wanted to be like, you know what, like I can just train you. I'm like, don't pay.
Here's the website.
I'm like, I wanted to be like, don't pay $80 an hour here, and when they're like rushing you because you only have 50 minutes to go through the workout. It's like not even a quality workout. But that's why I don't really like the gym setup. But hopefully, like one day I can like have like my own little gym and like train people.
Train there, like a small one,
So that would be nice. That would be one of my goals.
That would be fun. Do you train a lot of people then online? Do you have a lot of traffic on there?
Yeah. Right now it's doing pretty good. I'm just like trying to be cautious with the amount of people I take in, because that's what I noticed with some trainers is that they'll take in a lot of clients, but it's like, why are you taking so many if you're not gonna like provide quality work? And I don't want to like ever be that trainer that's just like, oh, like just pay me and I'll like half-ass your thing. Like I want to be 100% there for all my clients. And so especially now that I'm like getting ready for a show, I know I'm gonna be like
super busy with your stuff, but you still want to have time for that.
So I just right now I'm just doing it part-time, and then I'm working at a hospital, so hopefully like in a couple months I won't be working there anymore, and I'll just be doing like my online. I'm slowly trying to transition.
I love that. That seems hard, but I feel like it does keep you accountable, especially if you have a lot of clients and stuff, because you're like, oh wait, like if I just stop, then what happens to them? They're just gonna go somewhere else or get shitty training or something.
And like that's always my goal, is like to give like the best quality, because I've had some experiences and it wasn't the best.
Especially since you said you started online, huh? You took like online course training or something?
So, and I found it pretty easy, because sometimes it can feel like it's just nice to, have it in your pocket and just be like able to like review the videos over and over again until you get the form down. So,
I feel like I wouldn't like online training. I feel like me personally, because I feel like when I'm working out, I'm just like, oh whatever, I'm done, or I'm over it. I'm just like, I'm going home. I'm like, I need someone to yell at me.
Which is like hard. During the middle of the workout. I know.
Because then they'll be like, do 4 sets of 10, and then I'll do 6, and I'm like, oh okay, I'm done. And I'm like, girl, it's so hard.
I'm like, no, I make my clients like send me videos sometimes. I'm like, are you really training your legs?
Are you sure?
Send me a video of you doing this weight and that. And like I have them like, I keep them accountable. So
I love that.
So it's a lot harder to keep people accountable like online, but
because they could just half-ass it.
They could just do that, but like I just really make sure to like give it my all, so like I can receive that back, and if they don't do that, then it's like that's on them.
That's true.
I
love that. Alrighty. So some of the questions we had. So we'll just go with the questions people ask. What are your gym must-haves?
Must-haves? Like what do you mean?
Like in your bag. Like what do you absolutely have to have for the gym, or else it's gonna be a shitty workout? Like for sure your headphones.
My headphones.
Your phone, of course, because of the music. Like when you're just working out by yourself.
But usually like my headphones, my ankle straps. Sometimes I use that for like my wrists for when I'm doing shoulders, because that way, like, I don't know, I feel it more. So my ankle straps, and then gum, and lip gloss, some sort of like moisturizer for my lips. I don't know why, like I just get like so thirsty in like the middle of my workout, and I'm like I need a piece of gum and like some lip gloss.
I love that. It's crazy how everyone like I used to carry a bunch of shit in my bag, and then I'm like, I'm not even using any of this.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
I
I do that too. I bring. It looks like I'm gonna have a sleep.
Yeah, I sleep over at the gym.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready for whatever brings.
I know. Like I'll have like my belt and my straps, and then like probably like a big powder.
Yeah.
The white powder, and like my heels.
Yeah.
And even though even though I'm not gonna be practicing my posing.
Just in case.
Just in case.
In case someone wants to ask.
Yeah.
I'm there. Yeah. I'm ready.
And so sometimes like my bag will be like open and my heel will be like sticking out.
Yeah,
I'm like, I wonder what people think.
Yeah. They're probably like, did she just come from work?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
Some heels in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just bring my whole bag just in case, but my necessities are those things.
Yeah. What's your favorite? I know like you are sponsored by Legion, but are they your favorite?
Yeah, I would say Legion is my favorite, and if I wouldn't be with Legion, I would say PE Science. I don't know if that's how you say it.
Which one's that one?
It's like I was gonna say it's a capital P and then it's a science. I honestly don't know, but that one's pretty good. It's just like I have such a sensitive stomach, and I feel like Legion and PE Science have worked for me. I tried Blessed Protein, and I really like try to convince myself that I liked it.
You were gaslighting yourself.
Yeah, I was. I honestly was.
You're like, no, this is good.
I was like, no. I was like, no. This one, I don't know if that's how you say it.
Oh, okay. I've seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think those are my favorite. So, but other than that, like I haven't really I've tried some, but
like other stuff, and
I'm not
no.
like, oh my god, I need to get it.
Yeah,
but I really like them too.
Yeah, I tried. I ended up. You did like a raffle or giveaway or something.
Yeah.
Ended up winning the
chocolate one.
Yeah, I got the dark chocolate one.
I'm like, be honest.
Yeah, it was not that good.
It wasn't that good. Yeah.
I was trying to, because I love chocolate and I love dark chocolate. So I was like, what if I get it as the protein? Because usually my proteins are always chocolate. Because I feel like that's my like sweet thing I do when I'm trying to like. When I'm trying to like actually like be fit and stuff, I'm like, well, yeah. When I'm like, I guess I can't eat chocolate all day, so I'll just have my protein shake. So I always get chocolate, and then I tried it, and I was just like, the flavor wasn't there.
Yeah, it's like a different like. I don't know. It wasn't really giving like chocolate.
It wasn't. It was like, it's like a weird taste.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to explain it, but if you tried it, you would know.
Yeah, it's like it's a different chocolate taste. Like I don't know, but I'm not a chocolate girl, so I'm a vanilla. So I wouldn't. I would have not.
I regret picking that one. I was like, I should have picked a different one. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
I still have. I mean, it's almost like halfway. Because I'll mix it with like my regular chocolate, and because when I'm just like, I just need to finish it. Because I'm like, it's gonna expire. And I was like, and that's a
Does it expire?
I'm pretty sure the protein expires.
Does it?
I think it takes like a year or two though, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
you have a year.
I think I won it almost a year ago. I was like, I need to hurry.
Has it been a year?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because when I messaged you, I'm not logged into my Instagram, but when I messaged you, I saw the message of when I had I sent you the message about, thank you or something, or I think you said something, and then I was just like, I was like, I think it was almost that long ago.
Fast.
It really does. I can't believe it's like almost summer.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being honest.
Yes, I know. I was just like, woo!
I know.
Like, especially like with greens and stuff, I'm like, if they taste like death, I'm like, I'm down to drink them, but if they taste horrible, like, I'm not gonna force myself. Like, I bought the first forum once, because I went to Atlas Nutrition.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much all they had at that time. And I was like, whatever. Oh, they were horrible. I just wouldn't drink them then. And I'm like, what's the point then? So then I found some other ones, and they were I can't remember what brand they are. Starts with an A.
I think I know.
There a lot of people on TikTok were using them for something like that.
Yeah.
And they're not that bad. Like they're drinkable. Like I can actually sit there and drink it instead of like dying of gagging all the time. Because I'm like, this is disgusting.
I know that's something. Because I know that I'm not a chocolate girl, so I don't like ever give my input on the chocolate flavors unless I do like it. But I'm a vanilla girl, so I'm like, like I like this. Like I'm always honest. Yeah. I always tell like people whenever they're like, they asked me about the greens from Legion, and I was like, don't buy them. I'm like,
I taste like death.
I was like, I almost threw up like every time I drank them. But I really like EHP Lab. Well, no, I heard EHP Labs was good.
Mm-hmm.
They have like flavored like pineapple and like strawberry margarita or something like that. I heard those are good. I haven't tried it. I want to.
Yeah.
And then I heard
that brand they sell at Gold. I heard it's good. That yellow one.
Oh, the one that Tori.
Yeah, I don't know if Tori's just saying that, but he said that the one of them was really good. I was like, Tori, you're lying to me.
Yeah, he's just lying.
Because I hate vegetables. I've always hated vegetables, so I'm like, I guess I'll do greens. But I'm like, at this point, I'd rather eat vegetables because they're just gross.
I got this one at Atlas. It's like gourmet greens or something, but it's espresso flavor, but it tastes like hot chocolate.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, like it doesn't taste like greens, and I literally have it like every morning, like a hot chocolate.
Yeah. Oh, I should do that. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't like greens. I don't like vegetables. I'm like, I'm like, I guess I'll force myself, but I'm like, I don't want to like be grossed out every time I have to like be like, oh, I guess I'll take it, you know?
Yeah. I think Legions are probably like the worst ones that I've tried.
Yeah.
It's like bad.
That's you're like everything else is good, but
it's like I'll tell people, I'm like, I'm not gonna be lying to you, so you use my code. I'm like, these are gross. Don't buy them.
You're like, buy the protein because that's good, but don't buy the greens. And that's good though, because a lot of people will be like, oh, they're paying me, I'll just lie, and it's like, for what?
I know, that's what I'm like, there's no reason. Like, it's not gonna make me rich or poor. I'd rather just tell you the truth.
If they're gross, people are gonna be like, oh, they're disgusting, why'd you tell me they were good? And it's just gonna go back on you, and you're gonna be like, oh, well,
this girl's got bad taste.
Yeah, she's just saying that so she can get a check, you know? And you're like, a little, but because at the end, people are gonna be like, oh, she's just lying, she's just saying that.
That takes like away your credibility.
Yeah. What's your favorite gym clothes brand that you really like or that you recommend? Do you like the expensive ones like Gymshark, Avil, Navigation?
I have like one that from Avil that I'm like, I think I like it. Every single time I put it on, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. But like everybody was like going off about the Amplify leggings from Avil for a while. And I put them on and I'm like, maybe it's because I don't have a butt like the people that are showing it. Yeah. But I'm like, I just don't feel like they do anything. Yeah. So I don't know. And then I used to be obsessed with Workouts by Katya, her leggings. But like she came out with those like in 2000, like I don't know, like 16. I don't know how long it's been. Yeah. But it's been like a long time, and I would always be like, come out with more colors, and they just haven't with the leggings that I like. So I just gave up on them. You're just like, whatever. Yeah. But right now I'm like signed to Isla's label, and they just came out like with a new like romper, and I'm like obsessed with it. But I bought like some leggings from them, and I like them. But like that's pretty much all the three brands that I've tried some Gymshark, but I'm not a fan. Obsessed. Yeah. But so I don't know. I'm still like trying to find something that you're like obsessed with. Yeah. That's comfortable to work out in and stuff. Yeah. I just want like a pair, like a line where every time you like put them on, you know how you always gravitate to some leggings because you're like, these make you look good, like no matter what. Yeah. So I just want like to find a brand where I'm just like for sure these ones are always gonna make me look good. Yeah. Because I like Isla's label, but the brand that I'm signed to, but like with my quads, it just doesn't like sometimes fit me good. Yeah. So I don't know. They're not made for women with big quads. Yeah. Well, like it's just I don't know. I just have to like go up on a size. Yeah. I don't know. Did you ever try any of like the Amazon dupes for like the bigger brands? Oh, yeah, the Aurora or something like that. Yeah. I did not like it. I was like, I don't know, because everyone said they were like the navigation ones, and then I was just like, the Amplify ones. There we go. Yeah, the Amplify. And I wanted to buy them because I'm like, I don't want to buy Amplify, but like those are expensive. They are. Yeah. So I was just like, hey, and then I would hear horrible reviews about them all the time. Really? On Amazon. Well, on TikTok, because about the Amazon ones, everyone was like, oh, the Amazon ones? Yeah. And I was just like, oh, okay, then never mind. No, I tried the dupe ones, and honestly, like, I feel the quality difference. Yeah. And so first, like, they're not they're not as like high quality as people like.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is exactly.
Yeah, it's not. But I also didn't find them very flattering.
Yeah, it was like,
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
Like maybe
just like,
Yeah, I'm just like really picky.
And which is good though, because you have to, you want to, how do I say? You want to be able to wear them comfortably and wear them all the time and not be like, oh, I'm wearing the wrong pair of leggings, and I hate when you wear like the wrong pair of leggings to the gym.
It ruins my workout.
It does. Like if I wear the wrong pair of leggings and I'm doing legs, I'm like, oh my god, they're falling off, or something, or like, I'm just like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm over my workout. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, we're not working out anymore.
I have to feel cute.
Yeah, and people don't get that. They're like, you're just going to go work out. Okay, and you have to feel good too. You have to look good to feel good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I remember when I would get off of work and go to the gym, of course I would have makeup on. They're like, you got ready for the gym? I'm like, I just left work. I'm like, I'm not going to take off my makeup for what?
Girl, I'll like literally get ready for the gym. Yeah. Like I'll do my makeup just for the gym.
I feel like when I was actually getting ready for the gym, I was feeling a lot better. And now when I just go random, I'm like, I hate being here.
Yeah.
Like, I think I need to do that again.
Yeah, because it's like, like when you're getting ready to go out and you put on your music and you're
like, all hyped and stuff. Yeah.
That's me, but like for the gym. I'm like putting on my music and like taking my pre-workout.
Yeah, with your
that's how that, and it feels like my workout's like better.
A lot, because
hyped up for it. Yeah.
Out of all the gyms, have you tried pretty much all the gyms in Greeley? Like Vasa, Gold, Workout West, and...
I guess I tried like the big ones, yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
I think Workout West would probably be my favorite. I just don't like the setup, like how things are like, I don't know if you've ever been
I've never been in there.
It's like a strange setup, like that you're basically like working out like in the outside, like the corners of the gym, and then there's like a basketball court, and then there's like a free weight, like, and then there's upstairs, and then there's weird people like always like looking down. I don't know. It's just like a weird setup, I think. But other than that, like I really like that gym. I like Gold's because of their newer equipment, but I don't know. Sometimes there's too many people. Yeah. And then Vasa also gets really packed.
Oh, it gets super packed. Yeah. Still, even after a lot of people went to Gold, I'm like, damn.
Really?
Yeah. Because I go... See, the only thing I loved about Vasa was their theater room. Their theater workout room. I loved it in there because I hate seeing people see me run or stuff. Because I'm like, people are going to make fun of me. So I have that feeling. So now I just got the basic membership of Vasa to go to the cardio room to work out. Because I'm like, if I don't, I'm not going to do cardio. I already know how I am. So I already know I'm not going to do it. And at Gold, everybody watches you. And I'm just like, I don't want everybody to watch me. Because I'm very clumsy too. So I'm like, if I fall or something, everyone's going to watch me. So I go there and it's always full. And I'm just like, I'm just going to go into the room and forget about it.
Yeah, it's full. And then they're going to like make that the place where all the mirrors were, they're gonna like put a bunch of equipment there.
Yeah.
So now you only have like, if you do want to like stretch and stuff, like in that little bicycle room, but it's like
the basketball court. Yeah. I saw that. I was just like, I feel like it's gonna hurt them a little bit because I'm just like, I feel like that room was good, but I'm like, I guess they could use it for something else.
You're like, I guess. I give them permission.
Yeah, I suppose. I paid my membership. I should get a stay.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But did you see that they got I mean, I heard it's hard, but I see it on TikTok all the time, the pendulum squat.
Girl,
I want to try it so bad, but I know I'm gonna hurt myself.
Gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy like the first couple weeks because everybody's gonna want to try it. But I want to try it.
Yeah, I go in the morning with just a bunch of old people, so they're not gonna get on it.
Yeah. I know. That's why I love going in the morning.
Me
that's
too.
Why I switch my times that I go because I can't.
Like sometimes you get those creepy old guys that are like, "Hi, you look beautiful today." I'm like, "Hey, whatever." But at least like it's empty and it's just 4 creepy dudes and then that's it, and just you and I'm like, whatever, hype me up, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't do the nighttime. No.
I did when I first started. Well, when I first opened and it was bad. I was just like, that's because everybody's getting off of work. They're just like, I'm just go to the gym, and all the machines were always taken
and waiting around.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm trying to go home.
No, literally, because we had to change. With the girl I was going with, we had to change our workout because on Mondays we would do legs, and I don't know why everybody would want to do legs on Mondays too. And I'm just like, literally.
Everybody does
So
like
then, so I swear, so we switched it to Tuesdays, and then I don't know if everyone else had the bright idea to do it too. And everyone, I was just like, I'm so over this. Yeah. I was like, let's just go. And then you can't even go like right at 4 or 5 because it's still busy. Because that's when everybody's going before work.
Yeah.
So it's like that weird time between like 6 to like 8 when it's like just old people.
8?
Yeah.
Well, like PM or AM?
AM.
AM.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it gets busy like at 6 AM.
Really? I feel like it's not that busy.
I don't know. I get there at like 4 and
Yeah.
it's like dead. And then like around like 5:30, some people start getting there.
Really? The
Yeah.
times I've gone to like 5, it's like packed.
Packed?
Yeah.
Like PM or AM?
AM in the
Really?
morning, yes. It was like always like super packed, and I'm like, why are people like? Don't you have to go to work?
Why are you here?
Yeah,
That's funny. It's like you're there too.
no, that's happened to me. I don't know if it happens to you, but it's like randomly, like in the middle of the day, I'll be like, whatever, I have time. Let me go to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's like 1 p.m. and then I'm like, it's full, and I'm like, don't these people have a job? And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, so do I. But I'm like, why aren't you at
Why
work?
aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing here? What kind of job do you have? Like, you can be at the gym at 1 a.m. at 1
I
p.m.
wonder that too all
Yeah.
the time.
Sometimes I'm like, because it's like usually like the old people, I'm like, whatever, they're retired. But like the younger people, I'm like, what are you doing that
Yeah.
you can be at the gym at this time and not worry about anything else? Yeah.
I felt that.
That's my thing. I'm just like,
Mhm.
what have you ever encountered like creepy guys at the gym? Like they're just like, oh my god, get away from me, or you're just like, or do you like ignore them?
I ignore them now, but it used to like make me really anxious. Like
Yeah.
where that's why I stopped going at night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I've had like I get it. Like you can look at people because I look at people. Like
Yeah.
it's just human nature to like check people out.
Yeah,
But it's different when you're staring.
yeah, like
You know?
hardcore.
Hardcore staring, and I'm
Like more than like 10 seconds, and it's like a
or
little
like,
freak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like staring. So yeah, like there's been like a lot. Sometimes like I'll stare back, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't
Just like,
care.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't really happen now, like in the morning, the time that I go in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just kind of annoying because I feel like your kindness can be taken for something else as a
Oh,
woman.
yeah.
And sometimes like I don't obviously want to be a bitch to somebody,
Right.
but if I'm nice to them, then they'll like keep like talking to me and feel like
Yeah.
comfortable and try to like talk to me. Like first they'll start off with hi and then
Yeah.
hi, and then they'll stop me in the middle of my, set, and or like they'll wait for me and then just have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, time. One time though, I had a guy, I was doing high reps. So I was going to failure at at the leg press, and this guy literally, like, I was gonna try to do like 20 reps.
Mm-hmm.
I literally start my set so I'm like at 2 reps.
Yeah.
And this guy stands like this far away from me,
Oh my god.
and he's just waiting for me to be done with my set.
To tell you
Just
when
say
you were
what's
done, or
up.
Are you serious? You're just like,
And and they spoke Spanish only,
yeah,
and so they'll probably like see this, but
yeah,
they only spoke Spanish, and I was just like I speak Spanish, but
Yeah.
not enough where I can express myself,
yeah,
where I can be like quick and
yeah,
So I just like didn't know how to respond, and I was like he was like, oh, what's up, like in Spanish, and I was like, working out.
yeah. You're like, I'm at the gym.
Yeah, like he literally was just standing and just staring,
yeah.
and I was just like, this is so awkward.
Mhm.
I'm like, why doesn't he feel like this is okay?
Like right now, out of all, like wait
Yeah.
until like he sees you walk out or something, or at least like when you're done with your set, and you're just like breathing or something.
Yeah, it
I
was,
feel
like,
like they
really
don't
awkward.
understand when to approach a woman at the
Yeah, it was like really awkward, and I was like, do I stop my set and tell
Yeah.
them like what?
yeah.
But I was just like, I just finished my set, and when I don't know if you've ever seen me train, but when I train, I go to like failure, and so I'm like dying, like
Yeah.
I can't breathe, and I'm like making the ugliest faces,
Yeah.
and this guy's literally like this far away from me, like as I'm doing all of this, and I feel
You're like, bro, are you? Yeah, because then you get like anxious. You're like, why are you?
I was like, why are you doing this? I'm like, but whatever. I was like, I'm just
I've seen you do lunges. I fucking hate lunges. That's the one thing. Lunges and burpees have always been the death of me. Like no matter what, like even when I was fit, like when I was younger, I hated them. And I always see you do them like up and down, up and down. I'm like,
Really?
bro. I'm like, I do them at the end, or Tori makes me do them at the end, and I'm like, you just want me to die. He's like, just shut up and go. And I'm like, yay! So when I see you do them, I'm like, bro, I don't know how you do them. I'm like, there's certain, like, I'd rather run 2 miles than do lunges. Like, there's certain things I'm just like, I can't do them.
Lunges. Yeah. Lunges and Bulgarians will be the death.
Those are two. I feel like now that I have more balance, I don't mind Bulgarians anymore. But at the beginning, I could not do them because I don't have the balance. No, I would like fall over or something.
They're so painful.
Yeah. After the second set, you're like, I'm fucking over. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, no. I usually, I mean, I don't really do lunges. I just kind of like do it for my warm up, just to like build that mind muscle connection. But yeah, with weight, I would.
Yeah, when I see people do that, I'm like, I'll take something. Weight. I'm like, I can never do that. I was like, fuck that. Well, yeah, well, thank you for joining me, Abril. I really enjoyed you. Nice to meet you, because this is our first time practically meeting each other.
I always feel awkward because I'm like, I sometimes don't know, like, to say hi. But then I'm like,
I'm very awkward too.
Because I'm like, I don't want to, like, I don't know. I just like, I don't want to, like, invade people, you know?
Yeah.
Especially, like, when they're working out. So sometimes I want to, like, say hi, but then I'm like, what if they don't want me to say hi?
No, yeah. I know sometimes when the girl I work out with in the mornings, I don't know if you ever see me, because she's like the tall blonde. But before you started competing, or when you were like going to compete, I was just like, oh, that's the girl that's about to go compete or something. And then she's like, who? I'm like, oh, the little short one. Because compared to me, I'm like freakishly tall.
I didn't realize how tall you were.
Really?
Yeah. When you like came here.
Yeah. Like, you're like, damn, this is
because I've only seen you from far away. Also, I'm supposed to wear glasses and I don't wear glasses.
Yeah.
So sometimes I don't like see good.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah. And then I was just like, one of these days she's gonna. Well, I think one time you like turned. I think you just turned to turn, and I was like, oh, she's gonna think I'm talking shit. And I was just like, I was not talking shit, I promise. But I remember what you were doing, and I was just like, and then you won, like, and then the next day we worked out, and I was like, oh, she won her thing. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're not talking shit about me.
No, never. Yeah. I don't like, and then I see people that I know at the gym, but I'm just so awkward at the gym or anywhere in public. I'm just like, I feel like I'm like, should I say hi? Or I'm like, if I don't say hi, they're gonna think I'm being a bitch or rude. So I'm just like,
that's how I feel. Like, I feel like we overthink it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'll just smile and they smile back. Okay, if not, then I'll just go on with my day.
Like the white people smile.
Yeah, like hi. Yeah. It's always so awkward, but I'm just like, hello. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'll say hi to the gym if we. Yeah. Oh, why people smile at you? Yeah. I was like, hi. When you're dying on the weights, but I'll wait till you're done. I won't just stand there and be like, are you gonna say hi to me?
Oh my gosh, that would be funny.
You'll be like, bro.
Be like, I told you I didn't like them.
Yeah, be like, you said it was the guys.
Yeah, the guys. Dude, it was like bad.
But I'll have Abril. I can't even talk. I'll have all her social medias on the link so you guys can check her out, her Instagram, her workout stuff, and you have any questions, you can message her. But don't forget, guys, I upload every Tuesday. You can listen to me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can see our beautiful faces on YouTube. Bye.
Bye.